don't leverage too much. Don't leverage too low. Find your own, find your own leverage. And if you are not certain how to start and what to do, you can ask us.
Hello and welcome, Katching Secrets Insiders. Katching, I'm welcoming you, and I'm here with Sarah Lindner again, our real estate expert. My name is Bernie. Welcome, Sarah.
Hello, Bernie. Welcome to a new episode.
And we are covering the topic of real estate in our monthly series. That means if we have aggregated a certain amount of money and we want to invest it into another asset class, we want to diversify it, then we are taking real estate into consideration. So who of you has invested into real estate in the past? Just let us know, write us in the comments. And who of you has struggled one or more times in getting debt or a loan or mortgage to acquire your real estate? And this is exactly the topic that we're covering today. Sarah is our real estate expert from Germany. She will answer my questions about how the hell do I get a loan or mortgage by a bank? Why should they give me a mortgage to buy a house or to buy real estate? And why aren't they doing it themselves?
Yeah, why is a bank interested in giving you money? Let's say like this. Why are they interested? Let's see. The business of a bank is giving money away for more money, so the interest rate, then the sales are getting the money inside their portfolio. So they are borrowing money for a low interest rate in the money market and giving you away the money more expensive than they borrowed themselves their money. So between this gap, they are making their money. The bank is just getting money, giving money away, getting money, giving money away. So, and a little bit of the money they give away, they want to have a security of it. So they don't just want to give money away for people or for persons who are insecure and perhaps they are not giving the money back, because if this would happen, the bank would collapse after a while. So sometimes, of course, they have people, the bank borrowed money, you know it perhaps personally, you give a book away or some money away to a friend and he never give it back. So if that happens once or two times, it's okay, you can handle it. But imagine you give all your money away to other people and nobody is giving you the money back. It personally happened also to me, to be honest. So that is kind of, let's say, the danger. So what is the bank doing? The bank is looking what you want to buy with the money. And if you want to buy real estate, it is kind of secure for the bank. The bank is looking at the real estate asset you want to buy, and the bank is making their own qualification of this real estate asset, depending of the structure of the real estate, depending of the income of the real estate. So is the real estate rented 100%? And of course, the city of the real estate, which is very, very, very important for the bank. So how safe is this real estate for the future? And then they have kind of loan value to this real estate. And perhaps the market prices is quite higher than the loan value. And then you have to give a little bit of security money inside this deal. But if the loan value is perhaps nearly the same than the market price, and I said before, I am always looking for market prices which are really low, not too high, so that I don't have to give away too much of my personally own money inside this deal. So I hope this is kind of clear how the bank is thinking and how the bank is working, to be easy.
Yeah, I mean, their product is money, right? So
the product is money, yes.
It's the same in like in other companies that are dealing with products or services. They need to buy in cheap and they need to sell expensive, and the most possibly the highest, they have to charge the highest price for it, because in between is the profit margin, and the higher the profit margin, the better for the company. So if a bank is giving you a loan, let's say they're giving me 1,000 or 100,000 euro, that means they have bought that cheaply on the market. So, and if they give me 2% in interest rate, that means they themselves, they aren't paying interest rate at all, for example, for that. So they are earning 2% out of this giving me money. Is that right interpretation for me?
Let's say yes, more or less. to be very easy, to make it like this easy. The difference between a normal shop, which is buying products and giving away products, is a security, because a product they give away, they want to have back.
Yeah.
So
yes.
They want to have back. Of course, they give you 100,000 euros, for example, and they want to have back 100,000 euros plus the interest rate. And if they are giving away money and you will never pay it back, that is bad for the bank. So what they are making is checking you if you can pay the interest rates and the lended money back. Yes.
Okay, now let's assume I have found an awesome property right in the center of Berlin or Munich or wherever, and it's worth 400,000, but I can purchase it for half of the price. So it's very cheap. So the market value is high, but I can buy it very cheaply. Why isn't the bank doing it themselves? So why do they give me the loan, the mortgage, and why aren't they purchasing that themselves?
It's not their business. Their business is not buying houses. Their business is lending money.
Okay, so they don't have any interest. I don't have to be fearful or afraid of going to the bank and asking for 200,000 because I want to buy a property for 400,000. That they say, "Oh my God, this is an awesome opportunity, so we will grab it and do it ourselves."
No, of course not. They cannot do it because you have the contract with the seller. What should they do? Say, "No, sorry, we are going into the contract. You and the seller. You have a contract, and now we are the bank, and we will shut down the buyer." No. They will really like to give you the money because they know that for sure you will give the money back, because you get a lot of rent out of this flat or house. And so they can be very sure that you can pay the interest rates and you can pay back the loan they gave to you.
All right. Okay. You mentioned an important point. You mentioned the contract. So that means even I am unsure about the financing the property. I'm doing a contract before I go to the bank, right?
Normally, I am not doing the contract before I go to the bank. But if the deal is, as you mentioned, the market value is 400,000 and you can buy it for 200,000, I would do something like a pre-contract. Okay. That I am safe, that I will buy the property, and then I will clear my financial situation with the bank. But
okay, awesome.
I have always clarified my financial situation, so I know more or less what a bank is giving me, how much money the bank is giving me. So when I'm going on the market, I'm prepared. I know if I can buy or if I cannot buy the property.
Good. And what do you think about the amount of money that you should prepay for the loan? Is it, you mentioned before that you have you got a loan or mortgage for 100% of the so that means you didn't pay anything for the credit, or you had no securities for the credit in forms of money. And you also mentioned 20-30% maybe, so that you have to prove, or you have to give for a 100,000 euro credit, for a 100,000 euro loan, you have to put in 10,000, and then they give you 90,000 for the loan. So how much money, what is a good amount that you should reserve? Is it 10%, 20, 30? Is it as much as you can? Because it means leverage. If I have only 10% of 100,000 and I'm borrowing the rest of it, that means I'm leveraging my 10,000 euro, my initial investment. So if there is coming in some, if I sell the property, for example, for the same amount of money, for 100,000, then I immediately can pay back my loan, and I've probably made money. So what do you think about that number?
So first, to clarify, if you borrow 100%, that doesn't mean that you have to that you don't have to give money inside the deal. That doesn't mean 100% means 100% of the deal. 100%. Let's say the deal, it is 100,000. You get 100,000 from the bank, but then you have surrounding costs. Let's say you have the tax, Grunderwerbsteuer, the tax for the land. In Germany, we have something, we pay tax. Every deal we are doing in Germany, we pay tax to the government. Then we have the agent, somebody who gave you the deal, he wants to have money. Then we have some other surrounding costs for making the contract, for example, everything this. 100% means that only the cost of the flat is filled. So normally, nowadays, the bank always want to have a little bit of money. And then you ask me, what is better? Make 100%, 90%, 80%, 110%? That depends. Now I'm coming back to the first episode. It is, imagine you are cooking, and you want to have my receipt. I can give you my receipt, but perhaps I'm cooking a soup and you want to cook a vegetarian meal out of, I don't know, potatoes and fries, I don't know. So my receipt is to have long term, and I want to lend a lot of money from the bank. One time more, one time more, one time more, one time more. I want to have a repetition of borrowing money from the bank. So if I'm starting my portfolio and my portfolio is only borrowed money in it, then another bank is watching this portfolio and is saying, oh, it's very insecure. Until now, you only borrowed money from everywhere. You have no real own assets. There's no money from you inside. Everything I see here is not your real estate investing, but it is all full of other banks. So to speak it easy. So what I am personally thinking is, in the beginning, I put down a little bit money so that I show, okay, I could do it on my own, but I borrowed a little bit money. And then I started borrowing more and more money. And then it depends also, every deal and every asset has a kind of security check. So the risky deals, I have to put some more money inside in the risky deals. But in the risky deals, normally I receive more return on invest. Then there is more stable invested, more stable assets. I put a little bit less own money inside. So for me, it is really important to check every investment on your own and not saying this is the number for everything. So like a receipt, if I say this is the receipt for everything, for making a soup or making French fries or making chips or making fish, it is a receipt for everything. This is the one and all receipt, you can have it. I think that would not be so nice. So better individually, and it also depends on your long term. So you want to go out and sell everything in 10 years, or you want to have it for your children. So you want to give your asset portfolio away one day. So the importance is to have a plan, to make your homework, and then to start, and not to look who's this person making, who's this person making, because then you get a little bit confused, because everybody in this market, everybody is saying something different. The one is saying no money from me inside, 100% mortgage. The other one is saying, no, I'm only doing 40% mortgage because I feel better. I can sleep relaxed because the most of the assets are already my assets and not the bank assets. So this is kind of tricky, and you should think about that twice.
Okay, interesting, very interesting. Thanks for this this very interesting insight. Cool. Then let's say we're ending this session. I'm really enlightened again. One more step in the real estate world. Thanks, Sarah, for your awesome expertise and expertise. And if you, the viewers, have any questions, drop them as a comment below, and take a visit to Sarah's website, where you will find more information. Which is you can mention it yourself, Sarah. What is your website?
www.saralindner.com. Sarah
Awesome.
with H in the end.
Sarah with an H in the end. And our conclusion for today, our repetition for the day. What is it? What is it, Sarah?
Leverage is wonderful. Leverage is kind of a source you should really use. Don't leverage too much. Don't leverage too low. Find your own find your own leverage. And if you are not certain how to start and what to do, you can ask us.
Awesome. Other people's money is great.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Just keep out watching for the next date of our calls concerning real estate investment, which will be soon part also of the programs of Katching Secrets. So see you soon. Katching. Bye-bye.
Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not typical. If we mention any stocks, funds and other type of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself to systemize, to learn and to stick to the rules.